It was the summer before my first grade year, and my brother and I were feeling rather entrepreneurial. We decided that we wanted to have our very first lemonade stand. So we went to my mom and asked her if we could have our small business. And we thought that she would say yes and give us the green light to have our lemonade stand. However, you could see that she liked the idea, but she immediately asked if she could see our business plan. And my brother and I, only being 6 and 7, what's a business plan? My mom then explained to us that she could help us write the business plan, but we were expecting the green light and go ahead to have our small business. So we decided to have the business later that summer. A few weeks later, before the back-to-school night at my school, we thought that would be the perfect time to have our lemonade stand. So we went to my mom and asked her for her help in writing a business plan. My mom simply said, "Boys, let's get down to business." So in the business plan, we decided to sell fresh squeezed lemonade for only $1 per glass. We also needed a crash course on margins, but that's a story for another time. So we wrote the business plan, and we next wondered how we were going to get the supplies we needed for the business. My mom said she could take us to the store and buy the supplies, but she would charge us interest on the amount we would spend. My brother and I, not really knowing what interest was, agreed, and we bought the supplies. When I learned what this interest was, I was confused. I asked my mom, "Mom, why do I have to pay you more money than you let me use?" She said, "Son, that's just simply how business works." And I reluctantly paid the interest. Our next thing that we had to overcome to starting our business is we had to get the approval from the school to sell our lemonade on school grounds. My whole family thinking the school would say yes and love to have a small lemonade stand on the back-to-school night. We went to the principal and showed her our business plan. The principal looked over the plan and we explained it to her. And we even added that we would donate 10% of everything we made back to the school. However, the principal didn't want to have our small lemonade stand at the back-to-school night and said no. I was crushed. I was baffled at the idea of why we could not have our harmless lemonade stand on the back-to-school night. So, on our way home that day, my brother saw an ice cream truck passing by and asked my mom, "Well, if the ice cream man can sell his ice cream in front of the school, then why can't we sell our lemonade in front of the school?" My mom at this moment saw our critical thinking abilities and our abilities to think outside of the box. So, on the back-to-school night, we set up our lemonade stand across the street from the school, and I felt extremely successful whenever I earned my very first $60. This sparked my motivation to create multiple businesses after this, and now I own and operate my very own fireworks business in Lubbock, Texas, where I have learned countless real-life skills that will help me and prepare me for my future. However, I know not all teenagers are able to have these real-life experiences because either fear of failure or their parents simply not allowing them to go out and have those real-life experiences. Parents, if you want your kids and teenagers to start becoming responsible and learn real-life skills to be prepared for their future, They have to be given some responsibility in the first place. Now, I can already see some parents getting frightened at the idea of giving their kids any more responsibility than simply taking out the trash whenever it's full. However, parents, you can start with the baby steps. You have to learn to crawl before you learn to walk, and you have to learn to walk before you learn to run. So parents, start with the small things and give them more responsibility as they earn your trust. Oftentimes, when the bell rings and school is over, kids don't actively engage with anything outside of the classroom. By working your job, starting a business, or even volunteering, you can extend your learning and learn countless real-life experiences that are far more valuable than learning the difference between an animal cell and the plant cell or the Pythagorean theorem. Yes, you can learn business skills like calculating profit, negotiating, and risk management, but there are so many more skills that you can learn by going out into the real world. I know from personal experience that these real-life experiences has given me so many opportunities in business and school and even public speaking. Incurring risk and even interest as a 6-year-old taught me enough about responsibility, which later gave me the ability to manage 22 employees in my fireworks business and has led me on my journey becoming an Eagle Scout. By still honoring the promise to my elementary school and giving them a percentage of everything I made, developed my sense of integrity, which I now use to teach entrepreneurship classes to younger kids in my school through an organization called Lemonade Day. Lemonade Day is a national organization that teaches the youth all about entrepreneurship. When Hurricane Maria ravaged through my home of Puerto Rico, causing millions to go without power for months on end, and destroying thousands of homes around the island, I was able to volunteer at one of the largest relief efforts, and we were able to distribute food and relief supplies throughout the island and helped open 3 hospitals. All of these experiences, whether have served me in big or small ways, have started from a seemingly small experience like a lemonade stand and has grown me into the person I am today. I am the voice to inspire the youth to go out and volunteer, work a job, or start a business of your own in your community. Just to go out and take some responsibility outside of school. And parents, let them, coax them, and help them, and push them if needed. Parents, help your kids to go out and start their own business. And you might never know where it could take them. Thank you so much.